I'm Dr. Ryan DeBell from The Movement Fix. This is Movement Fix Monday. What I want to talk to you guys about this week is getting into a better front rack position and a drill and a series of drills that I've been working on and having people do lately to improve their ability to get in a front rack with a barbell. What I want to show you is two drills. The first drill we're going to do on the ground here on a mat, or just you could do it on the ground. And actually, I'm going to show you guys on this bench over here. A lot of people do this drill called a prayer stretch, which I think is a fine drill. And what they'll do is you'll go here, you'll hold onto a stick or whatever, and then you'll push into this depth right here. And I think there's a time and a place for that. And the drill that I'm going to show you is somewhat similar to a prayer stretch, but it's more about learning how to relax all the musculature here that we get so strong with by deadlifting and doing pull-ups and doing muscle-ups and those things that we actually don't know how to let it relax when we want to bring our arm up. So for example, when you do a front rack, you're in somewhat of external rotation in your shoulder. And so there's a lot of internal rotators that have to be able to relax to get you there easily. So we're thinking like teres major, we're thinking subscap, we're thinking lat, those types of things. And a lot of times doing a prayer stretch is just too aggressive. People will push into it so aggressively. And I want to show you a drill that's more about learning how to relax and let tension in those muscles go, or decrease the tone of those muscles in the pattern of getting into a front rack. So let's head back to the mat. I'll show you what that looks like. And it's really all about the intention. If you just do this as a stretch, we're missing the point. When I do this movement, it's more about the intention of what I'm doing. So I'll start out with my forearms kind of on the ground like this, with my hands straight in front. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to rock myself forward like this, and then I'm going to rock myself back. And I'm trying to not let my upper back round like this. I'm actually trying to keep it flat. So I'm thinking about keeping my back flat as my arms are passively taken into this range of motion that somewhat simulates going into a front rack position. And then what I'm going to actually think about doing is, in one of the cues that people use a lot in doing in a front rack, is bring the elbows up or push the shoulders up. So I'm going to think about, while I'm doing this, gently raising my shoulders up like this, but I'm really trying to relax all of this. So I teach my brain how to relax the muscles that are preventing me from getting into a front rack position. So I'll be here. I'm going to take my upper back from being here to flat, and then I'm going to gently push my arms up, but I'm really mentally trying to turn my lats off and turn these muscles off and let them relax as I get into this deeper and deeper position. And then, because the arm is bent in a front rack, that puts some tension in the triceps, so we can simulate that in this drill by bending the elbows and then going back and forth, thinking about doing the same thing, really trying to relax as you go into this depth versus aggressively pushing into it. And maybe you're activating some stretch reflex when you're pushing so aggressively. So after I do maybe 10 reps of that, again, to get myself able to get up here in a relaxed way, I'm going to go get to the barbell. And then I'm going to go into the barbell and just work on going from a position like this to a front rack and rotating through with my arms. So I'd grab the barbell, bring it up onto the shoulders, almost like I'm going to press it. And then what I would do is rotate, drive up, come back, rotate, drive up, come back, rotate, and come back like that. And I'll go 5 or 10 reps there. And then I'll cycle through that sequence, or that kind of couplet of the thing on the ground where I'm teaching myself and teaching my brain, how do I get there, how do I relax, and then going to the barbell, going under some load, and then simulating that same position. So that could be a great way to warm up the front rack before you do front squats, before you do push jerks, before you do any power jerks or whatever that you need to be in a front rack for. And so that can be a great way to work on it, both as a warm-up and as a way to work on your positioning. So give that a try if you have an issue being in the front rack position. I think you might actually find that it is maybe more helpful than aggressively stretching, because you got to learn how to turn muscles off and turn and contract muscles. So creating tension, releasing tension at the right place at the right time is a skill that sometimes needs to be developed more so than just how hard can I stretch something. So that's what I got for you guys for this week on Movement Fix Monday. Thank you for watching. If you don't already follow the Movement Fix on Facebook, make sure to go to facebook.com/The Movement Fix. You can also find me on Instagram @The Movement Fix. I'll see you guys next week.